Well, thank you for being here. We'd like to welcome everybody to our county commission meeting today. We will start off our meeting by having an invocation given by Commissioner Bingham, after which our attorney Stephen Hadfield will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our Heavenly Father, as we come before Thee, we're grateful unto Thee for the blessings that we enjoy in our lives and with our families, and that we're grateful unto Thee for the freedoms that we have. And we're thankful unto Thee for the opportunity to be involved in our local government, and pray that we will ponder and consider all the issues that are before us and seek counsel and direction from Thee in the decisions that we make, that we might do those things which are beneficial to the people and pleasing in Thy sight. We're thankful unto Thee for the heritage that we enjoy in Box Elder County, and recognize how valuable that is to us, and pray that we can always defend that and enjoy that with our families. And as much as we're meeting here today to discuss the issues before the county, we ask for Thy Spirit to be with us, to guide and direct us, and we express our gratitude unto Thee for all of our blessings, and thank Thee for all we have. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Please rise, face the flag, and proper salute. Repeat after me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Bingham and Stephen Hadfield. Appreciate you helping us with the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. I need a motion to approve minutes from March 25th, 2026.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I will second that motion to approve those minutes from March 25th, 2026.
Very good. We have a motion to approve by Commissioner Perry and a second by Commissioner Bingham. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Aye.
Okay, administrative review, reports, and future agenda items. Commissioner Perry, do you have anything?
No.
Commissioner Bingham?
Nope, not today, thank you.
Okay, very good. Form agenda items. When we had our last commission meeting, I talked about having some numbers for the rentals at the fairgrounds. We weren't able to get those completed. We hope to have those ready to present at the next commission meeting, so appreciate that. Emergency management issues. I don't see Mark. ARPA or LATCF. Shirlene, do we have anything? Good on that?
We're in the process of, ARPA has to be spent this year.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you very much. Under community development, reappointment of Jennifer Jacobson and Lonnie Jensen as members of the Box Elder County Planning Commission for another 3-year term. Scott Lyons for the Planning Commission. Scott Lyons, do you want to come talk to us about that for a minute?
Yeah, Scott Lyons, Community Development Department. These are two Planning Commission members that their term has come to a conclusion. We did reach out to them and ask if they are interested in serving another term. Both of them are interested in serving another term. Jennifer started as an alternate and has acted now as a full participating member, and Lonnie has been a full participating member. Jennifer is from the Riverside area, and Lonnie is from the Collinston area. So we try and find residents with differing backgrounds and differing locations in the county and provide different perspectives with items that come before the Planning Commission. So,
Well, thank you, Scott. We appreciate that. So I'd entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to reappoint Jennifer Jacobson and Lonnie Jensen as members of the Box Elder County Planning Commission to another 3-year term.
I will second it.
We have a motion to approve reappointment of Jennifer Jacobson and Lonnie Jensen as members of the Box Elder County Planning Commission for another 3 years by Commissioner Bingham, a second by Commissioner Perry. There's no further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Aye.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Okay, Better Mental Health Audit for 2025, and Rob Johnson is going to talk to us about that. How you doing, Rob? Good. Good.
Copy, but here's a
Awesome.
hard copy for you.
I like the hard copies. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Rob Johnson, Bearer of Mental Health. State code requires that each member of the local substance abuse and mental health authority shall annually certify that he has received and reviewed the independent audit and have participated in a formal interview with the provider's executive officers. And I'm here to complete that, to make that so that we've taken care of that. If we turn to page 5 on the audit, it's not labeled at the bottom, but the independent auditor's report right in front of there. If you look at the second paragraph in the opinion, the auditors state, in our opinion, the accompanying financial statements present fairly in all material respects the financial position of the center as of June 30th, 2025 and 2024, and the changes in its net assets and its cash flows for the years then ended in accordance with the accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. So that just stating that it was a clean audit. I'll go through some of the highlights of the audit, and then if you have any questions at the end, I'll try and answer them. If we turn to page 8, the statement of financial positions or the balance sheet, you can see that the assets and liabilities there. I'd like to talk about that unexpended county funds there in a few lines down under the liabilities and net assets. We have a contract with each one of the counties because the counties have to put in 20% match of what the state funds, what the state is funded. And if you ever put in more than we need to match for that year, we put it in this county unexpended fund that can be used at a later date. Of that $31,898, $17,886 of that is Box Elder County's portion of that unexpended county funds. If we flip over to the next page, this is the statement of activities or the income statement. You can see up there at the top, there's the government support, the federal, state, and county funds. Between the 3 counties, the counties put in just under $600,000 last year. And I like to look at our funding as kind of an inverted pyramid, where that county, the county funds really are the base of all the money that we receive. Those county funds match the state funds, that 20%. Then those state and county funds are used to match Medicaid, and you can see that's the net Medicaid's the $14 million. And that $600,000 that you put in, and we want to thank you for being supportive of the mental health system, brings in that $21 million in revenue that we can use to treat the people with mental illness in this catchment area. You can see that under the non-operating revenue, we had $504,000 in a gain of sale. That is, we had helped do some stuff out in Tremont and purchased a building up in Garden City with the health department. And this year, we sold our share to them and are now renting from them. So we're no longer owners in that Tremont facility or up in Garden City. But we do rent with them and have had a great partnership with the health department. It's been a good thing. And then you can see that our net increase or our net income was $3.2 million for the year. If we flip over to the next page, this shows a little bit more detail of the expenses that we had for the year. And since we are a service organization, you'd expect that a lot of our expenditures would be in the personnel area, and it is. That's just under 74%, that $13 million in personnel. And then on the professional, we're also in charge with our Medicaid contract to pay for anybody that's hospitalized from our catchment area that has Medicaid. That's the big portion of that, almost 3 million there in the professional under the intensive services. So those are some of our biggest expenditures. If we go back to page 24, this is the independent auditor's report on internal control over financial reporting and on compliance and other matters based on their audit. And right down at the bottom of that page, page 24, they state, given these limitations during our audit, we did not identify any deficiencies in internal control that were considered to be material weaknesses. And then on the next page, on page 25, under the report on compliance and other matters, that last sentence, the results of our test disclose no instances of non-compliance or other matters that are required to be reported under government auditing standards. With that, if you have any questions, I'd sure try and answer them for you.
Rob, how is this going to change? I know we're now, you guys are going to be taking on substance abuse fully from an operation for the Bear Harbor area. Will that change the report for next year significantly?
Next year, it'll be the same because it's still us. We're going to combine on July 1st. So the following year, yes, Commissioner, it will make a significant change. You've seen the substance abuse portion as part of the health department's audit. So those
Right.
grants and funds from the state will just come right over to us, and we'll continue on with those programs. But we'll also be capitating substance abuse with Medicaid, which will add a few more $1 million to our budget.
Yeah. And the benefit is the clients get to go to one source. They don't have to bounce back and forth and do two places. So I like that. So thank you.
And we think for those that are duly diagnosed that it will be a really big improvement in their treatment.
Is there any further questions?
I have none.
This is the certification of audit review by the county. So that is usually signed each year by each commissioner.
Okay. Very good. Do we need a motion tomorrow?
I think they usually do a
Yeah,
motion.
I think you do to.
Okay, I'd
accept
entertain a
the-
motion.
I'd make a motion that we accept the report as provided.
Second.
We have a motion by Commissioner Perry and a second by Commissioner Bingham. There is no further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Thanks again
Thanks.
for your
Appreciate
support.
ya. Okay,
So does he need that back signed at some
Well,
point?
why don't I leave it here so that we can get Commissioner Perry's on it too, and then if you can send it over to us, that'd be
to you.
great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
hey,
great.
thank
can
you,
do that.
appreciate it, Rob. Charlene?
Yeah, I'm coming before you with our fraud risk assessment we did for the county. And this is for 2025, so we're looking at last calendar year. We had no real changes in our fraud risk assessment. Our risk level's very low based on all of the categories that the state auditor has us look at. Our one weakness still is not having an audit committee, which I've assigned to my chief deputy to hopefully get one of those going this year. And then on the back is a separation of duties, which we meet all those. Is there any questions from you all if you've had a chance to review it?
I've reviewed it. I don't have any
I don't
questions.
have any questions.
So I will need the.
No questions here.
I just need the chair's signature on that.
Probably ought to have a motion on that to accept the fraud risk assessment.
I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the fraud risk assessment for calendar year 2025 as presented by Shirlene Larson.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Bingham and a second by Commissioner Perry to approve the fraud assessment for the calendar year of 2025. There's no further discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you very
Aye.
much. Appreciate it, Charlene. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Thank the commissioners for giving me a couple minutes here today in commission meeting. I'm reaching out, the purpose why I'm here is I'm reaching out regarding unpaid property taxes that I became aware of recently for a building lot that I purchased 4 years ago in Deweyville. Taxes due as of 2 days ago was $7,085.90. Interest, $1,244.66. Penalty, $177.15. The total was $8507.71. So I understood that when I purchased the property, that an escrow account had been set up with my lender to cover the property taxes. A notice was sent out to my parents' address in Tremonton roughly 2 months ago, sent to my parents' house because my name's on that house. I'm thankful that I received that notice because I was not aware. After receiving the notice, I called my lender and asked them why an escrow account was not set up, and they informed me that they didn't have that option at that lending company. And so I wasn't aware that the taxes weren't being collected and paid through an escrow account. And so I'm here today to ask if the commissioners are willing to waive the interest and the penalty portion of that, as I was not aware those taxes were not being paid at that time. So
When you closed, didn't they talk to you about, did you not have a discussion with them about that?
I thought that we did, and like I say, it was a little over 4 years ago when I purchased this property and closed on it. And I think what they explained to me here a month or so ago on the phone was because it's a building lot loan, that wasn't included as part of their ability to do that. They said normally that's when you're buying a home, I think that's probably a law to do that, but with a building lot, that wasn't needed as part of the law or whatever. That's what they explained to me, so.
So you're asking for forgiveness for the
Where have the
penalty?
property tax notices been going every year?
Good question. It's a building lot. There isn't a mailbox there. And so I've received one notice. Like I said, it showed up at my parents' house. And I'm grateful that I received that because I didn't know that the property taxes had not been being paid this whole time.
So how long has it gone since property taxes were paid?
About 4.5 years.
And they happened to get your parents' address?
Yeah, because my name's on that house in Tremonton. So I think probably somebody probably thought, well, maybe that's how we can get a hold of him, is look and see if he's owned some other properties. And my name's on that house in Tremonton, so that's where it showed up. So the amount is, the interest and penalty is as of 2 days ago, was $1,421.81.
Okay. What do you think? Do you want to come up for a minute? Let's talk about this. Typically when they buy ground, how do we, I mean, we're assessing their property. Where do you live right now?
I also live in Tremonton.
You live in Tremonton, but when you bought this property, they didn't have your address?
Yeah, the lender has it, and actually on your website it shows the right street address, but it says that I live in Deweyville.
The way we get those addresses is when the warranty deed is filed.
You need to borrow the microphone there, Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
The way the county gets addresses to send tax notices to is when the warranty deed is filed. I've highlighted right at the top there. That statement appears on all those warranty deeds, and it just says, basically, where should we send the property tax notices to? And that's the address that the recorder's office puts in the system for tax notices to be mailed to.
So when they do their closing, they should have had his address, right? On the warranty deed and stuff like that.
Well, the title company would have put that address in there, I assume. And sometimes they do put in the address of a vacant lot. Sometimes title companies make that mistake.
So you're asking for forgiveness of penalty and interest?
Yeah, the interest and the penalty.
So your
I know that I have to pay the taxes,
So your plan then is to pay the taxes if we forgive the penalty and interest?
right?
Just, you'll pay it in full.
Yeah, I don't have a way to get out of that. I mean,
No, you don't.
right. I wouldn't have thought so.
Darn it.
You do, but you have to die, so that's.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to die
No, we
yet.
don't want to do that. Absolutely not. Commissioner Perry, do you have anything you want to say about this?
No, I mean, I'm a little concerned. I mean, I don't like the fact that it's gone 4 years without knowing that it's been paid. I kind of understand what I'm hearing. I know the property taxes have got to be paid, so I'm comfortable if somebody wants to make a motion to it.
Okay, I will make a motion that we forgive the penalty and interest on the late fees for unpaid property tax over multiple years, parcel number 05-152-0064 for Jordan Euler.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Bingham and a second by Commissioner Perry to forgive the interest and the fine,
The penalty.
or excuse me, the penalty on parcel 05-152-0064, Jordan Euler. If there's no further questions, all in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you.
You bet. Okay. Payment plan for past due taxes on parcel account R0091939-060420031, Rusty and Caitlin Palmer.
Hi, yes, Caitlin Palmer. I'm not asking to have any fees waived or any interest waived. I do kind of feel silly after listening to him because we are kind of in the same situation. I've talked to a couple of the ladies here to get our address changed.
Can you pull that microphone a little closer to you, please?
Yes. I just am so nervous right now.
You're okay.
You're amongst friends.
You're okay.
In spite of what you've
Yeah.
been hearing, you're amongst friends.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. We moved here 5 years ago from Preston, Idaho. My grandparents lived in Deweyville, and we moved closer to them to help take care of them. And we lived with them for a few years, and they gave us some property in Deweyville. We sold our house in Preston, and we were living with his mom while we sold, or my husband's mom, while we sold our property, and we're moving, transitioning. And 40-year-old woman truly did not realize property taxes. I don't know what I was thinking. Like he kind of talked about, our mortgage took care of that when we were living in Preston. Didn't even cross my mind for here. I don't even know what I was thinking. So I'm not asking you to forgive anything. I'm just asking if you could just give us a couple months to get it paid off. We'll pay the $500 today, or whenever we, not whenever we can. We can pay the $500 today, and then 500 payments until he's a contractor and we have a house, a spec house. All of our money's tied up in this spec home until it sells.
So how far are you behind?
We're all 5 years that we've lived here.
So that is how much?
How much?
I wish I was more prepared. I'm so sorry. It's
Sean,
8,000.
how much? Sean's prepared.
The total amount owing is $8,983. $7,486 of that is tax, $187.15 in penalty, and interest is $1,309.79, and it is slated for a tax sale in May.
So I will say, we have done this before. What we have done in the past is that we've had the county attorney's office draw up a contract.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that we hit a home run with that, actually. I think we're like at batting 300 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, Lee, you've been involved in that. What do you think?
It hasn't paid off. They extended out that way. I know you don't want to go to tax sale, and we're tied up with some things, but I guess the kick would be is, I mean, we're already going to have penalties attached at this point. How long is it going to take before you think you can pay the full amount back? I guess would be the question.
We're hoping the end of June.
If everything works right.
And there's no way you can get another loan to cover that cost for now.
Yeah, so we tried with our bank, Mountain America, or credit union, Mountain America, which we already have our money tied up in for that spec home. And then we actually tried like a title loan place, but they won't loan out that much money, like on a vehicle title loan. And then we asked family members, and that's when they referred us to the deferment program, which listening to some other people, we obviously don't meet that qualification because we're not over 75, I guess. I should have looked into this more, but the family member kind of gave us on this track of who to get a hold of and who to talk to and what to do.
But you think you can pay it off in a year?
Oh, for sure. Yes, it will. We will have it paid off in a year, and then we will continue starting this year to be on top of these taxes.
Well, and that's, and I guess if escrow takes over and they start making it, our big concern is what happens, especially when you have a big tax and you pay that, then it kind of ends up the next year you're short again trying to get caught up.
Yeah, there's not a home on that residence. We were living in our fifth will on the property, and there's like a shop on there that has a bathroom in there. So there's no escrow, there's nothing on the property.
I was talking with your spec home and your spec home, when you get done building, right?
Yes.
And then the escrow will pick up and start paying the taxes once you're done building. Is that correct? And so you think, oh, it's a different property?
Yes, it's a different property.
Okay. Well, that's a different story then.
Oh, sorry.
That's our only concern. Our only concern is what happens, right? So you pay this big tax, pay all this tax, and then next year you struggle making taxes because you've had to pay up to this, and so we worry that you won't be able to pay the following year's taxes. But I'm not as concerned if you can pay the taxes, and you'll be fine with going on next year. But
Yeah, and last thing we want is for there to have to be a tax sale. That's the last thing we want.
And I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to say that I'm truly sorry. I just feel, you just feel very incompetent almost.
No, I mean,
we all have,
yeah.
we all miss things. It's the way it goes.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Steve, when we've done this in the past, you and Annie have come together with a contract. Is that how we've done this?
We do have an agreement. I think the last three we've done, they didn't pay on them.
I think 1 out of 3 did.
Okay.
Oh.
So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We're about
our batting
Wow.
average is a little.
Okay.
But the problem is, for those that needed the help, and it'll get you off the tax sale roll. And if you follow through, it's a good way out. If you don't, you're going to be back here in the same situation again.
Yeah.
So
I don't plan to be back here.
you don't like us that
My
much.
heart
Okay,
can't do
all right.
this.
So I guess what I would do is I would make a motion that we work with the county attorney's office and get an agreement put together and a payment schedule with Rusty and Caitlin Palmer on the above parcels, number R0091939 and 0604200031, and work together and get something worked out that we can allow them to start working on that and encourage them to get it taken care of so we don't have this problem again.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Bingham,
I'll
second,
second it.
second by Commissioner Perry to approve a payment plan with our county attorney is gonna provide, to help us the past due taxes, on parcel account R0091939060420031.
Do I just meet with you later?
Yes, and we probably ought to amend it from being on the tax sale this year.
Oh, yes.
So do we probably ought to do that first.
Okay. So, do you want me to redo the motion?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I will make a motion for the county attorney's office to put together a plan, a payment plan for Rusty and Caitlin Palmer on accounts, parcel numbers R00919390 and 0604200031, and to take it off the upcoming tax sale for this current year.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second motion by Commissioner Bingham, a second by Commissioner Perry to create a payment plan with the county attorney's office and remove the tax sale of parcel number 00919390604200031 for Rusty and Caitlin Palmer. There's no further discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Aye.
Thank you. All right. Joan's gonna come and visit with us for a few minutes.
Matt's gonna come visit with you.
Oh, Matt's gonna come visit
I'm
with us.
just gonna pat him on the back. and say,
That's good. Matt's good. That'll be great. Hello, Matt Hanson.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
So good.
Good to see you.
Be sane. Thanks for letting us come, commissioners. I'm Matt Hanson. I'm Joan Hammer here with the Tourism Tax Board. We sit on the board with Leap Commissioner Perry also, and along with, how many others do we have on the board? I think nine of us. Yeah. Anyway, and what the board does is we decide the best way to spend the tourism tax that comes in to help continue further tourism here in the county. And we have a grant process that we use and advertise for people to submit grants. And then once those grants are received, we meet together and again, look down them with the budget in which we have to spend and decide what's going to be the best use of that money to, again, further tourism here in Box Elder County. All of you should have received a packet that is showing what our awards were given out to this year. And I guess would ask if there's any questions to what you're looking at that I could answer. And if not, I'm here for an approval of what we proposed to you.
I looked at them and I thought they were great.
Some great things.
I want to point out, Commissioner, the fact that as we went through this, we didn't grant every award that came in by any stretch of the imagination. We really looked at these really closely and said, is there a true tourism nexus? So you just can't put in a request and say, we want some money from tourism. It had to be something that we could see had a value to bringing tourism to our county and to this area. And so that's why, and in many cases, in most cases, the request they made was far higher than what we actually awarded them. So we're being very judicious with those funds to make sure that they're spread throughout the county and are focused on places that will bring tourism dollars and benefit the county in a tourism aspect going forward. I just wanted to point that out because that board has really studied that issue really deeply as Matt's talking about there. So.
Okay, thank you, Lee. So I'll make a motion that we approve the present recommendations for the 2026 Tourism Tax Advisory Board grants.
Second it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Bingham and a second by Commissioner Perry to the recommendation for the 2026 Tourism Tax Advisory TAB grant applications as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thanks, Commissioners.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Appreciate it.
guys. Okay. We're now to our public comment period. Those who are wishing to make a public comment shall sign in the comments on the comment roll and will be responsible for the following the rules outlined in the County Commission Rules and Procedures. Speakers will have 1 3-minute opportunity to speak regardless of the number of items they wish to address. Speakers shall address their comments to the County Commission only. This is a time to be heard. There will not be a back and forth dialogue with the commissioners. Speakers may file copies of their remarks or supporting information with the county clerk. The county clerk will make the information available to the county commission. And we have Deanna Hardy.
Deanna Hardy Brigham. Article 11, Section 7, Special Service District was added to the Utah Constitution in 1970, according to research data. Special Service Districts allow for bonding, but this is contrary to the Utah Constitution, Article 6, Section 29, which states lending public credit and subscribing to stocks or bonds forbidden. I visited with Glenn Thurston of the County Attorney's Office to learn more about the intent to add a special service district that was presented at a previous commission meeting. He informed me that the federal government wants to buy resources from our county. I asked what resources, and they were not named. The 10th grievance that our founding fathers presented to the King of England and the British Parliament was that he has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. Our representatives keep adding more government in our day, and it's having the same consequences. The Bear River Water Conservancy District is a special service district. When it was first presented to the citizens, it was to help create a reservoir in our county to bring water to all the citizens. It was created in 1988, and no reservoir has been developed in 38 years. Only a few water projects for different towns. The tax collected for the Special Service District was used to buy up water and put it under the umbrella of the government. The board members of the Special Service District are not all elected representatives, which are contrary to our republic form of government. Remember that the states were created first, and then the states created the federal government with only a few and defined powers. James Madison listed them as war, peace, negotiation, and foreign commerce, principally external objects. The 10th Amendment states, the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, or reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. In Article 1, Section 8, it states, to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such districts not exceeding 10 miles square, as made by secession of particular states and the acceptance of Congress, becomes the seat of the government of the United States, and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the state, in which the same shall be for the erection of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings. It states nothing about special service districts. This is usurpation by the federal government. The Boxella Committee of Liberty opposes adding another special service district at the taxpayer's expense. Any law contrary to the U.S. Constitution is null and void and of no force. Thank you.
Thank you. We got our warrant register done. And I don't believe we have our attorney's not here, so I don't believe we have a closed session, do we? Okay, very good. Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn this meeting.
We have a motion by,
Second.
we have a motion by Commissioner Bingham, a second by Commissioner Perry to adjourn. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much.
Aye.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks, Lee.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Good
Okay,
luck.
sounds great.
Thank you.